Hey guys, Captain Foley here. Welcome to another Trekyards live. Yeah, I just want to make sure everything is good here with the feed. Seems to be going going okay, except I'm dying. So yeah, welcome. Yeah, I just want to do a live today, and the title. I don't know if this loaded properly or not, but the title of this one is "What I Love About the Playmates TOS Enterprise." And this is it'd be a new series I want to start doing, something that enforces positivity or reinforces positivity and negates negativity. I just want to do something really cool, and things I love, and I think that's a great idea. I just want to make sure you guys can see me all right. If you can hear me okay. This software thing wasn't working quite properly a few minutes ago. I'm just making sure that everything's good. So let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if everything looks and sounds good, except the fact that it's me and I look like me. I love steak and eggs, says Matt Deckard. Well, there you go. Good over here. Okay, that's good. Everything is good on my end. Perfect. So, the Playmates TOS Enterprise. This is a cool ship. And there's lots that I love about this thing. The proportions are beautiful. Everything about it is right. The sizing is right on everything. It just looks so great, and it's so sturdy. It's a Playmates, so it's a great, sturdy toy. And, it's got the sound effects. You got the accelerating to warp. Photon torpedoes. A really bad bridge sound. These batteries are really old. I should check them. Hopefully they aren't corroding. And phasers. Yeah, I mean, Eagle Moss is all right. They got some good stuff, but they also have some hits and misses, put it that way. Playmates was always pretty much spot on, and this one I had been looking for a long time. I got it quite a few years ago. It didn't have any of the decals or anything on it. I put them on because just the way I am, it's part of my collection. I want to be able to display it. But I was lucky enough to find one in really great shape, and as you can see, there's detailing all on the bottom, and yeah, exactly. Such an awesome toy and sturdy. Exactly. It's meant to be played with. A lot of the things these days aren't designed that way. They're just showpieces. Eagle Moss is expensive. Here, 65 pounds for a big ship. Ooh, that is expensive. Yeah, Eagle Moss can be a little bit pricey. At least you can get them in the UK. We can't get them in Canada. I can because they have been sending them to me as part of our sponsorship deal. And Canada is going to be on the books for being shipped Eagle Moss stuff soon. They're looking at fall, apparently. We've been talking with Eagle Moss about that, so. Yeah, this is a really cool little ship. The nacelles aren't glowing, and that has me concerned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the battery cover off. It has been sitting on my shelf for a while with the batteries in it. So, yeah. I'm going to do that live here with you guys while we just talk about whatever. Ask me some questions, or I got to reorganize these drawers of mine. Holds up pretty well to displaying. Yeah, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Playmates stuff. Some of it's kind of hard to come by these days because it was so well done that they are collector's pieces now. Ooh. Yeah, I might have some corroded batteries in here. That's why it sounds so bad. What's the deal with batteries, guys? Like, Where's Commander Cockings? Commander Cockings is not here today. He is busy doing work. He will be joining me for live videos like on the weekends and things like that. But during the week, it'll probably just be me. You get to chat with me if you want. If you don't, that's fine too, I guess. But I'd also like to send a special shout out to Jamal Taylor, who won our giveaway on our last live stream. We are giving away Trekyards t-shirt, not a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and he won that, so it's been sent out to him. We plan on doing weekly giveaways, things like that on here. So if you guys, engage and come on and look and watch and whatever, super chat, send a super chat, you can definitely win prizes. Like I said, this was one of the sweatshirts that he he received. Well, he hasn't received it yet. It's been mailed, but so it's like the maroon, and it's got the Trekyards badge on there. So, anywho, all right. So batteries. Ooh, this thing takes AAA's. Huh. I thought it took AA's. And yeah, we got a little bit of corrosion on the back of one. Trekyards, does anyone make a set of models that follow respective sizes? Like the Enterprise E is way bigger than the Defiant. Not that I know of. I know the Cadet series. The Cadet series round 2 models, the 2500 scale models, are all in scale with each other. And I've got all the Enterprises lined up in the other room so you can see the sizes. They are all in scale with each other. As for other models, not really. Even Playmates. Excuse me, guys. Even Playmates are all out of scale. And I've got a few Playmates ones. I've got this TOS Enterprise. I've got the Enterprise E prototype dealie. Enterprise D with battle damage. There's still a bunch more I need to get, of course, but... And I think I just dropped the screw. There it is. So I'm not screwed. Erdo only for Enterprises, but scale across the board would be a joy. It would be, but... You said Cadet? Yeah, it's called the Cadet series. The 2500 scale ships, the models, are called the Cadet series because they're small and relatively easy to build. So I guess that's why they called it Cadet, because it's starting out kind of thing. Now I gotta ask, is my video choppy or slow or laggy at all? It's a new camera that I'm trying out. It's a 4K camera, but I don't know if I got the frame rates and stuff right. So I apologize if it doesn't look quite right. But no, this thing is really wonderful. I mean, the detailing on it's nice. Yeah, there's a link for the Cadet stuff. A bit laggy and choppy, a little choppy. That's not good. I apologize, guys. No, this one, they really captured the feel. They got all the details on the bottom. A lot of models, a lot of companies don't do this kind of stuff anymore. They even have the details on the lower parts of the nacelles. Lots of screws though around the saucer, but got the striping, all the striping on there. Registry, and I put these stickers on myself because when I bought this, like I said, it was in the box with no stickers applied. Should I have put the stickers on? Probably not. Might have been worth more. But yeah. Anyway, also there's really huge holes here, and those are actually for the speaker, but they work. I mean, they don't take away from the model at all. They're a little inaccurate, but whatever. Besides that, the rest of it's very accurate, so I really appreciate that. Even the deflector is sturdy. It's not going to snap off. It's got a little bit of a nub. It doesn't have the long sensor tip on it, but it is what it is. I got a TOS model of the Enterprise from my work with missing parts. Well, use that as a kit bash. That's one of the best things about models. If you have missing parts or whatever, or just extra model kits lying around, you got extra parts to build new things and do kit bashy stuff. I've got a kit bash up there that used to be a AMT TOS Enterprise model, but yeah. I'm reading The Good That Men Do, and oh man, it is better story than the actual final episode of Enterprise. Cool. Matt Deckard, tell us about the toy history of the Enterprise, or what you know of it. I would say go on Netflix and watch The Toys That Made Us, the Star Trek episode, because the Star Trek toys have been really hit or miss. They tend to go all out and market the bad movies, obviously before they know they're bad, and then the toys don't sell. So when the good movies roll around, they don't want to put any money into it, so they stop. And then those movies really perform well. So for the next movie, they're like, okay, let's put out a toy line. So they put out the toy line for the next movie, and the next movie's crap. As you know, the odd-numbered Star Trek movies are the worst. The even number are the best. And that's just been their luck, their history with Star Trek toys, unfortunately. Heresy. I don't know what's heresy. I almost feel like making my own set of 3D printed models. Do it if you have the ability to do so. Absolutely, go ahead. Shout out to my favorite Trek analysts. Well, thank you, Cuban Writer. Fat Produce, I managed to get a hold of the Picard Playmates figure from Tapestry when he wore the blue uniform. I've never seen that in the packaging before. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. A few years ago on Facebook, I put up a post that said, do you ever feel like Picard from the episode Tapestry? Like your life just isn't quite where you wanted it, and it could be different. Yeah. Anyway, gotta go to work now. Love the channel. See you next time. Okay, bye, Gary. Thank you for coming by. Why did Star Trek Beyond do so poorly, even though it was the best JJ Trek movie? Because of the boycott. A lot of Star Trek fans were boycotting the movie, just like Star Wars fans did with Solo. I don't know why. Because of the gay Sulu character and the fact that whatever. There's so many reasons that they wanted to boycott this movie. I did enjoy Beyond. Beyond is the best of the JJ films in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I actually went to this theater a few times to see it, so that's amazing. Yeah, I don't know why it underperformed. It's just because of that boycott, that stupid boycott. Cuban Writer sent a super chat of $2. Keep producing your great content, guys. Well, thank you. We certainly will. It wasn't a JJ movie. Well, he did have some creative control over it, but yeah, you're right. It's not really a JJ movie. I just remember when Wrath of Khan came out, going to Toys R Us as kids to see the motion pictures getting moldy hanging on the pegs behind figures of other types. The old Toys R Us. Just so you guys know, Toys R Us Canada is alive and kicking. Everywhere around the globe, Toys R Us in the UK, Toys R Us everywhere else, especially the United States, have closed down. They went bankrupt. If you guys want Toys R Us, come up here to Canada. Toys R Us Canada is still kicking. It's going strong. So, Ian Smith, Trekyards. Do y'all have a trademark or copyright on your Trekyards logo? If so, how did you get it? Well, the Trekyards logo, the actual symbol, we haven't got anything like that yet. I mean, we could, but never really considered it. I don't know who would steal it. Daniel's Hot Topics. Hello, Captain Foley. How are you today? Do you think that you're telling the truth when CBS says that they will still tie Discovery into canon? I am doing well. Thank you very much. I mean, they think that they're going to do it. They think that they're going to tie it into visually look like what they think TOS should look like. I don't know. There is hope. There is a chance that might occur. Will it? I don't know. I hope so. I hope so. Because, I mean, there is potential. There is possibility to actually do it properly and have a good explanation for what's happened. And then we'd be happy. As I've said all along, tie it in properly or just admit to us it's a reboot, it's a new universe, whatever. And we'd be like, wow, you're doing such a great job. Gabriel Ferris, Trekyards. Is that a laser lit Enterprise in the back? Where did you find that? It looks awesome. This one here is from ThinkGeek. It has it's a light that comes with the TOS Enterprise and the another one of the Enterprise D, and it changes color. Pretty cool. And then it can scroll through the colors as well. Ian Smith, Trekyards. I was wondering if I wanted to design one, how to avoid a lawsuit from CBS. Oh, if you're designing a badge, it doesn't matter as long as you're not using their delta, their exact delta, and making money off of it. If you design something totally unique and your own, same with starships. As you guys know, I designed the Foley class ship, and it is being made into a model kit. The model company that is getting it ready did get hit with a cease and desist from CBS, and so they can't sell anything that says Star Trek, Klingon, or Romulan on it, and anything that was in the shows. But fan-created designs are still fine. They can still produce those. So the Foley class is still coming out as a model kit, so there is that. John Harrison, a £5 donation. Thank you very much, John. Hey, Cap, the green spore was evil Lorca. And have you seen the STO news about Disco? Yes, I wanted to talk about that. Okay, so they're adding Discovery content to Star Trek Online, which I'm fine with. I don't have a problem with that. A lot of people have been deleting their Star Trek Online accounts based on that knowledge, but that's like, as I said in my captain's log that's coming out on Friday, that's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There's so much great content in Star Trek Online. They cover all the real, I didn't mean real, but all the Treks we've seen before. They pretty much cover every version of Star Trek. So you have access to all those ships, all those great storylines, all those great characters and actors that are reprising their roles and their characters in these storylines. So just ignore the Discovery stuff if you're not a Discovery fan. There's no sense. People are deleting their entire accounts and all of the stuff they've earned, all their save stuff, because Discovery has stuff in Star Trek Online, which is silly to say the least, because there's so much other great content there. Just ignore the Star Trek Discovery stuff. Don't buy one of the ships. If you see one of the Disco ships coming and you don't want to be near it, turn your ship the other way and fly away. Don't delete the game. Oh, we don't want to give money to anything that anything disco related. We don't want Discovery to be considered real Trek, so we're just going to boycott it. I don't know what to say. Not enough people are going to do that to make it a viable option. You're yourself are losing out because of that, and it's silly. It's just silly. But yeah, Fat Produce sent a $5 super chat. I'm going to say again that I'd love to see you guys make Trek film episode commentaries for download. It could be a lot of fun. We certainly want to do that. Unfortunately, we need to make content that's relative and something that's hitting close to home and will be viewed so that we can get our Google ad revenue. So we're just afraid that putting that much time, because each of our episode reviews for any of the Orville shows we've done, any of the Discovery shows, the one test we did for when we did the Enterprise incident, they're all longer than the episode themselves. Our commentary comes to about an hour 15, something like that, because we really break things down and talk about, and this was in this episode and this is a prop they used here and things like that. We really get into the nitty gritty of it. So we spend a lot of time making those. So to be able to actually continue doing those kind of things, we need a more stable income from this. Unfortunately, Google ad revenue is spotty at best. It has its highs and lows. The last month was really bad, based on even the year prior. So we need people to go over to our Patreon, and even if you donate $1, that $1 a month off your credit card, you're not going to miss. But it means a great deal to YouTubers like us that want to make this content for you. It's all free to watch. So we're putting in a lot of time, a lot of dedication. A little thank you would be appreciated, and help us make more content, because we can actually focus on things we really want to do as opposed to things we have to do to get views and things. So there is that. Laura Reloaded is here with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Laura. Foley, Defending Discovery in Star Trek Online. How's that? CBS payoff money spent, huh? How's it spent? Shots fired. Hashtag shots fired. Laura, you crack me up on a daily basis, man. Yeah, the new Lamborghini is being delivered later today with the CBS money. I need some more money though from them, because I got to upgrade the house and all these other great things. But I just keep spewing that Discovery love all over the place, just like a fire hose on high. Just even though people say we're Discovery haters, we just lay it down how it is. We lay it down literally how it is, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's how you pick it up and interpret it and look at it and say, oh, well, he's a Discovery hater, he's a Discovery lover. That's your deal, man. And I know, Laura, it's Laura Reloaded. You can't really take much what he says as serious. Shots fired there. But, yeah, the Lamborghini's in the driveway. It'll be here soon. I'm looking forward to driving that. So that's where my CBS Discovery payoff money is coming from. John Live Live, $9.99 donation. Hello from Philly. Keep up the great stuff. Well, thank you very much. We certainly will. Random Game User 42 is here as our moderator. I never tell her that we're going live. She's always on the ball though, and she's here. I just don't want to bug her, and sometimes I'm not sure exactly what we're doing as far as scheduling goes, but we do want to do at least one live a week on the weekends with both the commander and myself talking about whatever, and during the week I might do one or two just on my own talking about whatever. I just love hanging out with you guys, and being able to chat with you is awesome. Just that interaction is fantastic. Cuban Writer, another $5 super chat, so thank you. With YouTube Red, people can download your videos and listen to them at their leisure, even offline. I do it often, and no commercials. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't subscribed to YouTube Red, so I didn't know you could do that. We have had requests to release our episodes in podcast format. It's something we need to look into, but again, we need more time, or we need a bigger community behind us helping us, because Samuel does all the editing. We had one or two editors that worked for us for a little while, and then had other things to do, or it was too much time, so they had to do other things, which is fine. If we could get some editors, if you edit videos in Premiere, Samuel will just contact us at Trekyards@hotmail.com, or message us. I know Hotmail, ha ha ha, but it's a email we've had since the beginning, and it works. Or just contact us via Messenger on Facebook. If you're interested in helping out the show as either like a promotions person, spreading the videos and adding tags and descriptions to each video, or editing, things like that. We could really use some assistance and build up a team here, because we basically do it all on our own. And that's one of the reasons that we haven't looked into doing podcasts or a lot of merchandising, because we just don't have the time, because between real life and then giving you pretty much daily content, it's a lot of work. It's a full-time job. It really is. And I know YouTubers shouldn't be making money off of YouTubers don't deserve to be making money doing YouTube. Well, they're creating something you enjoy watching. So if you enjoy watching it, it's worth paying for, don't you think? It's one of those sticky situations. I was talking to Laura Reloaded about that earlier today, how we kind of get bashed for, just creating what we love and people give us static for making money off of it. It's a tough road. More Patreon would help. A more stable Patreon base would definitely help. These super chats help. All the money that you guys donate is very much beneficial. So thank you. Things like that. It would help us do the things, like I said, the things we want to do. Experiment with new shows, bring you new content such as podcasts or audio episodes or whatever, and free us up a little bit to actually create different quality or different content as opposed to what we need to create just to keep our heads above water. John, live again, live. I don't know if it's live or live. I apologize, John. $9.99 super chat. Hello from Philly. Keep up the great stuff. Thank you, John. Will do. Lore Reloaded. Real fans super chat. I'm just saying. Well, Lore Reloaded is a fan of ours. He's mentioned Trekyards in a few of his episodes. We've had him on the show. We intend to have him back on the show at some point. There's some discussions we'd like to have with him. And you guys love the crossovers, so I guess he's calling you guys out. Oh yeah, I make about 30 uploaded videos and about 15 to 45 live streams. Trekyards and Lore Reloaded. I totally agree with you both. I enjoy watching. It's worth the money. Well, thank you. And like I said, we're gonna have merchandising too. We got the shirts. Everybody's requesting these shirts. This is a shirt that we had made up. Simon and Marino did this. We're going to be doing a series of these with different artists, different pinups. We're going to have an Andorian and Orion, but this is one of the next shirts we're going to be offering. Currently, we have a campaign going for our first limited edition Trekyards t-shirt, which is just the Trekyards logo, which I'll always share a link to just in a second here on the chat, so you guys have it as well. Where is it? There we go. So copy that and put that in the chat for you guys. Brian Fuller sent another $5 super chat. Thank you, Brian. No message though. So, Captain Sir, would you rather watch Trekyards or Lore Reloaded? Well, the Trekyards guys don't seem to know what the frick they're talking about. So, Lore Reloaded has that sarcastic, dystopian view of the world. So, they're both kind of depressing. Wait a minute, we are Trekyards. No, Trekyards. Watch Trekyards, because Trekyards, they are the bomb. They know their stuff. They are fantastic. All right, paste. There we go. So there's the link in the chat there for the limited edition shirt. There's 3 days left for the campaign. You can pick up your limited edition Trekyards t-shirt. If you do buy one, a lot of people have, if you do buy one, please send us a picture of you wearing it. We want to see our fans wearing our stuff, because it's cool. We love seeing that kind of stuff. Either post it on the Trekyards page or send it to me personally, whatever. Gabriel Ferris, a $3 super chat. Good point, Laura. Real fans do super chat. Ooh, you guys are calling each other out. Adam Boots, a £2 donation. What do you think of the TNG Mirror Universe comics? They are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. I would love to have seen them in some other form, like visually. That's one thing we did miss about the TNG, is a Mirror Universe episode. Brian Fuller. Stuart, did you just call me Brian Fuller? Yes, I did. Every time I see your name, because you comment a lot, every time I see your name, I think, oh, Brian Fuller. Oh, it's not that Brian Fuller. It's Bryant Fuller. So, Captain Foley, have you seen Cobra Kai? I've only seen the first 2 episodes because those are the only ones that are free on YouTube. As I said, I'm poor. I don't make a lot of money. I can't afford YouTube super whatever red stuff. Yeah, I know. I like how Lore Reloaded tries to reason out what the writers haven't, why things are playing out the way they do in the design of the show. Yeah, I like the way he does that too. We tend to take a different approach to that. We kind of look at all the lore, all of the information, and try to make it make sense and be entertaining, while trying to point out some of the inconsistencies, whereas he just takes everything as face value and basically busts everybody's chops that worked on the show in a good way. Anyway, Playmates Enterprise. This is what this whole thing was about. It's fantastic, guys. If you have the opportunity to pick up any of the Playmates ships, do so. They're great. The TOS one is especially good. Usually with TOS ships, you get sagging nacelles, you get weak points. They're not sturdy. They kind of suck. This one is awesome. Oh, another $5 super chat from Lore Reloaded. Thank you, Lore. What if I am only wearing the Trekyards shirt? What if I am only wearing the Trekyards shirt? Still a true Trekyards fan. Hashtag still a true Trekyards fan. That's probably the only hashtag that we'll ever see. Are you... Did you order a shirt, Lore Reloaded? Wait for these puppies. I've only got 2 left of the sample ones. Those are mediums. I ran out of a bunch of other ones. I did have a bunch made for Wonderfest, but I handed out a bunch of them to the friends of mine, and even Simon Merks. I don't know if you guys know who Simon Merks is, but he's also known as Papa Smurf. He's a model builder on YouTube. I finally got a chance to meet him, which was amazing. He has a Trekyard shirt. And he knew about us, so that was awesome. I love when people know about us ahead of time. Leon Cranston, Trekyard's logic. Data before lore, lore reloaded. Lore before data. I don't know about that. That's... Trek Source, hello Captain. Hello Trek Source. Gabriel Ferris, shirts and nothing else. Drinking a beer like Homer Simpson. Yeah, it's just wear the Trekyard shirt and a beer, you know, and if you want to send a picture of that, that's fine. We can edit that. We can pixelate. We can afford a pixel or two. Not insulting anybody, just saying. Have you replaced the batteries? Does it make sound again? I haven't. I do not have any AAA batteries with me downstairs here. I think I have some upstairs, but I have to check. It will make sound again, and it'll be nice and crystal clear because they're new batteries. So, yes. I just hate that batteries leak. Like, every year I have to kind of go through all my props and stuff in the next room and just change out the batteries because I don't want them leaking and destroying the product. So, Working Class Zero, £5 donation. Thank you very much. How would doing a Patreon push live stream? Adding tiers and goals that relate to content, maybe to do early access tiers, could drive up revenue. I know we've got to revamp our Patreon. We don't really have any specials for tier donations, but again, that goes back to having the time to do that. We can't do like special stuff for the Patreon members and still do all the regular stuff for the channel. It's difficult. It's really difficult because I don't have half the time to do a lot of this stuff. Samuel certainly doesn't. He's got other stuff going on that he needs to do to make himself money, to keep himself living and eating. So when we do Trekyards, it's very much the old routine, the old grind of this is what we got to do. We got to do it so we can make the ad revenue. You know, we'd love to do. We are going to be the universal translator went on the fritz there. Sorry, guys. We are going to be revamping the Patreon system at some point soon. We've talked about that for like a month now. Like I said, we got all these great plans of things we want to do that some of them have been in development for a year. We've got some pilot episodes of shows filmed but not edited, or we need to re-record the sound. We've got like 3 or 4 different show pilots ready to go ish, but we need to build up a buffer of those shows when we do launch, and we just can't afford the time to do that right now. And things like the super chat definitely help. We might even do a fundraiser. We do have a lot of prints signed by the greats, you know, John Eves, Rick Sternbach, Doug Drexler, Andrew Probert. We got a bunch of that stuff, which we use for our Indiegogo campaigns when we do our mission, you know, our away missions. But we've been considering, because the revenue's been so down lately, to actually do an Indiegogo just to bring the funds back up. But I don't know if we want to do that. We've talked about it, but anyway. Random Game User 42 needs a Trekyards scant. I'd be fine with that. I think we should get her a shirt, though. She does a fantastic job moderating, so thank you. We should send her a shirt. Trekyards and Atlar Reloaded, when are you guys going to do a stream together? You need to. You guys are good at Trek stuff. We've talked about that not that long ago, actually. Who knows? It could be coming soon. Wayback Tech, even the Star Trek Hallmark ornaments from the late 90s are great with lighting and stuff. They haven't done in a long time. Yeah, speaking of, I gotta go. Oh, here's one of the Hallmark ornaments, the 50th anniversary one. They're great. The Hallmark stuff is fantastic. Speaking of, my Hallmark ships are in. I've got Discovery waiting for me there. I've got Soundwave, the Transformer ornament this year, and the Tricorder. And there is a new Enterprise coming, a TOS Enterprise. It's a silver one. I think it's coming out in October, they said. But I still have to go to the Hallmark store to pick those up and do a captain's log or a review on those. So, yeah, random game user, I need to send you a shirt. You need to message me with your address and your size, and I'll get you a shirt. I don't know if you want the standard Trekyards logo or if you want the pinup girl. Mm-hmm. She kind of looks like you. She got the red hair and yeah. So just private message me or on Twitter, and yeah, maybe get one sent out to you, and there you go. Yes, the shirts that we are promoting right now, which is 3 days left on them. Oh, again, I'll put it in the chat right there. Everpress. There are 3 colors or 4 colors available: black, gold, red, and I believe white. So go pick them up. 3 days left on that first run of limited edition Trekyard shirts. Captain, did you ever buy the Roddenberry Mark, whatever number that is, tricorder from a few years ago? No, I didn't. Pinup girl Tilly. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, she doesn't really look like Tilly. We need the curly haired. I'm sorry. Red hair is one of my kryptonites. Curly red hair is my super kryptonite. When I first met Sylvia, my wife, she had like shoulder length curly red hair. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, she's gone blonde now, which is fine. But I really still prefer the redheads. That's why I'm a huge fan of Tilly. Pinup girl Killy. There you go. Yeah, we're going to, like I said, we've got 2 artists that we've been talking to that we'd like to do a whole series of these shirts. This one is done by Simon Marino, but there's 2 other artists that we have in mind. And one of them, I want to do an Andorian pinup, because Andorians are kind of my weakness too. So if you could have an Andorian with red curly hair, that'd be my super, super, super kryptonite. Although I don't know how an Andorian would look with red curly hair. That's interesting. But anyway, we're going to have a whole series of shirts. One with an Andorian, one with an Orion, maybe a few other Trek pinup girls. We don't know yet. We don't know what the plan is. Again, stay tuned. I say stay tuned a lot. Curtis Simpkin is here. Hello, Curtis. He says, hi, Captain. Sylvia should join the stream. She should, and she will. She's not going to today because she's at work. But on one of the weekends, she might join me. We've done live Facebook lives, me and her, before. We've also done movie reviews and stuff on the Trekyards channel. If you look up Trekyards movie review, I think she did the Star Trek 2009 JJ film with me, which got taken down for copyright infringement after it was up for 2 years, which is stupid. She also did Into Darkness with me. I don't know if we did Beyond. She's done one or two, or a few. It's been one of those days, guys. She's done a few things with me. So if you want to look it up, look up Trekyards in YouTube and movie review, and you'll see some with Sylvia. But yeah, Sylvia's great. I absolutely love Sylvia. And you guys do too, because she's amazing. Puke, puke. Well, that's not nice. I enjoyed the movie reviews. Well, thank you. You guys should do an episode by episode reviews of the various series. Maybe it's a podcast. I just talked about that. We want to do that. We did an experimental one. We did the Enterprise incident from TOS. We wanted to pick one from every series as a test, and we just don't have the time to do that because it takes so much time we got to watch the episode, we got to make our notes, we got to then film the episode, and the episode we film on that is always longer than the actual episode. They're usually about an hour and 15 minutes long, so it takes time to edit, it takes time to add pictures and things to the edit. It just takes up a lot of time. If we had more of a stable income via Patreon or whatever, or even these super chats, which we haven't got a super chat in a few minutes, but that's okay, just more income would generate better, newer content like that. I would love to do every episode of the all the series. Either me and Samuel will do it, or me and Sylvia. Me and Sylvia have talked about doing it, just filming it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We just need time to do it, and when we have to focus on the bread and butter of the channel, it's hard to find the time to create new stuff and to really experiment and put ourselves out there and risk losing some revenue because we're not making our regular content. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So I hate pants. Maybe you and Sylvia just audio. Maybe, but nah. I like looking at Sylvia. I like watching them back, and she sometimes wears low cut. I don't know. I'm a dirty pig, I guess. But maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I got a really sore foot today, and I don't know why. Ow. Let's see. What do you think about Discovery Enterprise coming out for model makers? Cool. I mean, it's a fantastic design. It's a great reboot design. It should have been the JJ rebooted Enterprise. It's a fantastic design. So model builders are going to build the crap out of that model and make it look great. So it's awesome. And they are coming out with it. So Fat Produce says, have you thought about making Trekyards posters? Another channel I follow unrelated to Trek makes one a year around Christmas time. We have done... all of our Indiegogo campaigns have prints. They're usually prints of ships signed by the designers. They're our poster-ish size. That's a good idea around Christmas, though. I do like that. Might be something to consider for sure. Kilts is where it at. There's this whole conversation going on about pants not being comfortable and shorts, and kilts are where it's at. What ship would you captain? I've said this before, probably a Galaxy class. Just the lap of luxury with the Galaxy class. You got holodecks, you got the lobby of the Hilton Hotel as your bridge. It's a comfortable ship. It's a big ship. Not that I'm compensating for anything, and then the holodecks. I mean, that's the way to go. Do you go to Fan Expo? Sometimes. I'm not going this year, though. This year, I'm not going to anything. I'm not going to Star Trek Las Vegas. I'm not going to Trek Condoroga. I'm not going to Fan Expo. I am going to London Comic Con in London here in October, but there you go. Galaxy class love boat. Exactly. Have you built the Mega Blocks Enterprise yet? Nope. That's another on the to-do list for a captain's log. It'll take some time. It's upstairs. Plus, I don't have room to display it right now because it's the same size as the 350 scale Enterprise, like 36 inches long. So, Timmy's or Starbucks? Timmy's. You can order a large coffee and they know what you mean. Instead of large, what's a large? A tall, a grande, a venti? Don't those all mean the same thing? Just give me a goddamn large coffee. Would you think about doing fundraiser to go to a UK convention with Samuel? Yes. One of the things we've talked about is one of the next trips we got to do is I got to go over there and hang out with Samuel. He's been here a few times. I got to go over there and we will work that out. Random game user 42. Oh man, but the Constellation class are so cute. I call them four bangers. Four bangers and mash. Liam Hodgetts, a £5 donation. Thank you very much, Liam. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. We certainly will try. We can only try. How about a Trekyards calendar? That's a fantastic idea, Curtis. I need to talk to Samuel about that. Get some of his renders and stuff. The only problem is you'd have to worry about copyright issues with CBS. Because CBS lately apparently has a real stick up their ass about something. And they're just going after everybody. So, yeah, that's something that's kind of walking that fine line of would it work? Would it not work? Gabriel Ferris, Trekyards, can you post a link to the tee with the pinup? I can't find that one. It's not available. We haven't done that yet. Like I said, I've given out a few to friends and stuff. I have a few for my personal shirts, but I only have 2 left here, and these are mediums. They're mediums. But yes, they keep an eye out. The pinup shirt will be available soon. Everybody's been asking for that one. That one's going to sell really well, and it'll be the next one we do. How about that? And just keep your eyes open for it. I'm late to the party. Where's the commander? The commander is busy working. Like I said, the commander will be joining me for lives, hopefully weekly, but on the weekends. During the week, it's probably just going to be me. And if you can tolerate me, that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch me, but whatever. You guys are here. So yeah, I'm going to maybe come on once or twice a week during the week to talk about various things. Like today, I'm supposed to be talking about this Playmates Enterprise, the TOS Enterprise, because it's fantastic. It is a great ship. It is a great little toy ship. Very straight, accurate, and bang on proportions. The detailing's amazing, as I said. It's got sound effects, even though the batteries in this one were starting to corrode, so I had to take them out. But it's got different sound effects, and when the cells light up, and it's just fantastic. But yeah, I'll be talking about certain things during the week or whatever. If you guys want to join me and super chat, that'd be awesome. I love talking to you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. It's like I have friends. Never had friends before. Will you be my friend? Come talk to me about Star Trek. Sorry. You ever been out to the Juro region? Yes, can tolerate you. Durham region. No, I don't think so. James Cully is a king. The king. Awkward. Creepy. Sorry, guys. Pay the man. Pay this man money. Yes. Please. Somebody the other day did when we did our super chat, asked me, or they sent a super chat of I think like $10, and they were like, "I want Captain Foley to say that the Excelsior is the best Federation starship." And I did this nice long, I told him to get a screen recording software ready, and I went out and said it, and there you go. You can have me say pretty much whatever you want. It's just, yeah. But yeah. Also, Jamal Taylor, he has been sent one of these. He won one in our last super chat. It is a sample sweatshirt with the Trekyards logo on it there. This is a double XL. On the weekends when Samuel and myself do the live chats, the super chats, we're going to be doing giveaways and things. I still have to pick a winner of the little Eagle Moss Defiant. That was one of the giveaways from last week's Eagle Moss review. I reviewed the XL Defiant, but they also sent me a little one. I already had the little one, so I did a giveaway. Asked people to comment and subscribe to the channel, things like that. And I need to go through those and pick out a winner for that. So if you did do that, you can still win the Defiant, because I haven't picked the winner yet. So stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll do that live in a super chat someday. I don't want to do it now because reasons. Pay him, or at least click the like button. Liam Foley is here. Good afternoon, Captain. What Star Trek actors have you met? Oh my goodness. Walter Koenig, Nichelle Nichols, James Doohan before he passed away. So many. John Delancey, Michael Dorn, Denise Crosby, Marina Sirtis, Jonathan Frakes, Robert Picardo. There's a bunch of other ones. Chase Masterson, LeVar Burton, twice. Garrett Wang, a few times. Garrett Wang knows me to see me now, so that's cool. Yeah. Maybe a few more, but can't think of them offhand. Fat Produce sent another $5 super chat. Thank you very much. One thing the Orville is missing from TNG is the occasional wholesome French horn during emotional moments, like when Picard lets Yar go to the Enterprise C. Indeed. Orville's doing a fantastic job. Seth MacFarlane is such a great guy. I love his humor. I love Family Guy. I love American Dad. So, yeah, I love Seth MacFarlane. Anything he does, I think, is awesome. I know a lot of people are kind of put off by the humor in Orville and haven't watched it because of that. They're really missing out because the humor gets really scaled back in later episodes, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic television. Definitely worth watching. Can you try getting 3XL shirts, please? I would totally buy. Yeah, the companies we've gone with, most of them only go up to like 2XL at the most, which is stupid. I can't understand why. We need to find a good shirt manufacturer that can do the larger sizes as well. But if you know anyone of them, or if you go through a shirt company yourself for your business or whatever, let me know, because I would love to know what we should do about that, because that's been a complaint that it only goes up to 2XL, which is kind of, yeah. XL Defiant should decloak in my mailbox, Captain. Let's see here. Sorry if I'm missing your comments. I really apologize. There's just so many, and if you super chat, I will be able to see them. Not that I'm saying you should super chat and please give me money, but Mike Shio Trekyards, did you see the TMZ thing from this week where they asked Brent Spiner about looking like Zuckerberg? No, I haven't seen that, but that should be hilarious, because either Zuckerberg's an android or Zuckerberg is a lizard person who doesn't understand humans very well. I don't know. If you could have a walk-on role in Discovery, what would you want it to be? Starfleet, Alien, etc. I would want to be Starfleet. I'd want to be a captain, as a nice little nod to the Captain Foley thing. Just a background captain or somebody in a meeting or something. That'd be neat. Or a Q. I would love to be a Q and flash in and go, the hell? This isn't right. And then whoosh, everything changes to TOS proper, and the story continues like nothing happened, like they didn't even realize that anything changed. And then I'd be like, my work here is done. Boop. Gone. Captain, do you like rum? I like spiced rum, yes. Captain Morgan spiced rum, all kinds of spiced rum. Yeah, huge fan of spiced rum and cola. So yes. He put in the work. Laura and he are captain status. Well, thank you. Thank you. Tilly's body pillow. That intrigues me. I would definitely be down for being Tilly's body pillow. That's really dirty. I'd be the most uncomfortable pillow in the world, though, because it'd be kind of hard and lumpy. I'm just going to leave that there and move along now. I would love for Q to change Discovery. I know, random game user. I would love that as well. If you had a guest role on Discovery, I would love to be Tilly's boyfriend that kills Burnham by mistake. Yes. Um, wow, so much stuff. Sorry, guys. John Delancey was great in Armada too. God, yes, make this happen. I have some fan mail along with a birthday present for you that I made, and was wondering if there was an address or a P.O. box I could send it to. We don't have a P.O. box, but we do have an address you can send stuff to. Best way to find out that, if you want to send anything to have it unboxed or whatever on the air, or just because you want to support the channel, you just private message me on Facebook. I'm easy to find. Just go to the Trekyards page. Look for me in the admin list. I'm there. There's two of me. There's one that's Stuart TG Foley. Those are my middle initials, Thomas George. That's my account for when Facebook decides to throw me in Facebook jail, which has happened a few times. So that's my backup account. But my main account is the one with the phaser. Actually, they both have a phaser. One I look different in, though. Anyway, so just the Stuart Foley one is the one to message me, and I'll send you my address and or the address where we can get the mail from. So yes. What is your favorite episode of Deep Space Nine? In the Pale Moonlight. Computer, delete that entire personal log. And I can live with it. I can live with it. Yeah. Deep Pale Moonlight is the best episode of Trek ever, I think. Patrick Stewart will do Star Trek again at his age. I mean, he could. There's a lot of possibilities there. Patrick Stewart could come back as voice of animated Picard in an animated TNG series. He could come back as a recurring guest role on like a Starfleet Academy series that takes place after Nemesis, where there's an older Picard, maybe with a goatee or something, and he gives the commencement address, comes in to talk to he's kind of like the new Boothby. He wanders around the Academy doing his thing. It could work. Could work. What did you do, Stuart, to be put in Facebook jail? I tend to share pictures of like pinups, and some people have such a stick up their ass that they report it to Facebook, and the Facebook standards are ridiculous to say the least. So I get thrown in Facebook jail for nudity, blah, 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 even though there was none. Yet when there's a post that I see of some man's naked ass mowing a lawn, get this, I report that to Facebook. Does it get removed? No, because it doesn't violate their community standards, even though there's a naked man ass. But if there's a female that's scantily clad that looks a little provocative and sexy, it gets removed, and you get thrown in Facebook jail. And there was twice I got thrown in Facebook jail for I have no reason, I have no explanation why. They just threw me in Facebook jail. I don't even know what picture was in question because they wouldn't show me or tell me. So the backup account is just that. It's a backup account for when YouTube goes or when Facebook goes all stupid, which happens a lot. The Visitor for me is my favorite episode of all time. It captures Trek perfectly. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have Facebook. You need Facebook. Facebook is fun. Try Gildan shirts. I believe they go up to that highest size shirt. Well, these are Gildan shirts. See? But the company that we get them from only produces up to 2XL. So it never gets removed from Twitter. This is true. Was it a picture of Luke milking a sea cow? I mean, it could be. That might have done it too. Facebook makes me sick. We're going way off topic here, guys. Anyways. So who out there has the Playmates TOS Enterprise? Because it is a fantastic piece of Star Trek toy history. Who has it? Come on now. I'm kind of mad at CBS that they have done 3 soundtrack releases and they still haven't released the Spore Drive theme. Huh. I'm mad at CBS for other reasons. What's in the bottle? That bottle is Saurian brandy. You should have been able to tell from the bottle. Although it might be empty. Oh, yes. Did you get the TNG Playmates Enterprise? Yes, the TNG Playmates Enterprise is in the other room. I've got 2 versions of that. The regular version and the battle damage version from Generations, where like you push buttons and little pieces pop off and there's red lights and the damage sound effects. But yes. Best TOS toy ship ever. See? I agree. The detail's fantastic. The proportions are all right. It's nice and straight. The nacelles aren't saggy. It's not fragile. You can play with it. Kids can beat it around. It's absolutely awesome. I'm upset with CBS for stopping New Voyages and Continues. Well, yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. I got a Playmates Enterprise D somewhere. Heck knows where. I know where mine is. It's in the next room. Even though the damage is in the wrong places. Yes! I know, right? Things like that bother me too. Captain, who would be your ultimate ladies only away team? Oh, I don't know. That's hard. Tilly would be on there though. So would Jadzia, Esri. That'd be difficult, but they'd both be on there. Dr. Crusher. 7 and 9. Yeah. That's interesting. The back of the engines look too dark and the saucer edge isn't the right angle. There are some that... True, it's a little bit off. And yes, they are a little dark. But overall, come on. Even I'm not that nitpicky, and I'm pretty picky about my Enterprises. TOS Enterprise doesn't really date the mod... and the model proves it's a rugged ship design. Yeah. Curtis Simpkin, do you know where I can get decals on my Playmates or for your Playmates Enterprise? I'm sure there are places that make aftermarket decals for this thing. I'm sure there are. Just look it up on Google. Aftermarket Playmate Enterprise decals. You'll be able to find something, I'm sure. Casey Stewart, have you tried custom link websites for their shirts? I have not. If you guys have any suggestions for shirt companies or merchandising companies that we can go through to get you some Trekyards merchandise in your hands, feel free to private message me on Facebook at any time. I'm easily accessible. So just private message me, send me the information, and we'll definitely look into it because we want to start getting you guys merchandise out there because we got a lot of cool ideas. So, M. Becker, the Oshima TMG Enterprise is also very nice. Don't know if I've seen that one. Do you think Cisco could pop in to Discovery? He disappeared but could be anywhere in time. Absolutely he could. Absolutely. He could just come back anywhere, anytime. A glow-in-the-dark shirt. That'd be cool. Cisco is one of my faves. We really need Eagle Moss to release the USS Bedford. Jamel Tyler. Hey, is the Foley class going to be in 1/1000 scale? Yes, the Foley class is in 1/1000 scale. Jamal, I don't know if you got my email, but I sent you your shirt. Your shirt is on the way. It should be there in 6 days. It was mailed Monday. Yes, it was mailed Monday. So you should have it by the end of the week or early next week. But yes, the Foley class is going to be 1/1000 scale model kit. Teespring or Zazzle could be very good for Trekyards merch. Thank you, Random. Send me a message because I'll forget that. I have an awful memory. If you guys want to tell me anything and have me remember it, message me maybe multiple times. But there is a Foley class. Yes, there's a Foley class. Go into YouTube and type in Trekyards Foley class, and in the search you'll find it. It's a ship I designed. It's a 3-nacelle dreadnought, TOS era. We're working on a motion picture era right now, but there's a model kit coming out of it, and it'll be out in probably a few months. So stay tuned. Did you ever play the old PC game Star Trek: A Final Unity? All the damn time. I love that game. I thought the graphics for the time were amazing. I loved that game. I still have it too. I still have the disc over there. Who rocks your boat more, Jadzia or Ezredax? Jadzia's kind of the total package. She's super smart. She's super fun. She's super hot. Ezre's really cute, petite. I don't know. That's a tough call. Depends on my mood, I guess. There's a Foley class. Duh. Hey, that's not nice. Foley class is a great looking ship. Thank you, Casey Stewart. Great last name. Spelt wrong, but great last name. Had Harry Mudd. Who would you want to see in Discovery from TOS? Trelane. I'd like to see Trelane show up. That'd be actually pretty cool. I don't think that would happen though because it's a prequel. And nix that then. I don't know. Have you tried Bridge Crew? I was playing Bridge Crew last night. I was playing the TNG DLC for it. First, I tried the TOS, which is really difficult, but I really love hanging out on that bridge. I got the VR set too. My kids got me the VR for the PlayStation 4 for Father's Day, so I was playing that in VR last night. And the TNG one is worth the download. It's worth paying for it. It's worth getting the TNG DLC. It's fantastic, guys. If you have Bridge Crew, check it out. Especially if you have VR. Love the TOS bridge on Bridge Crew. Can actually pilot it now without button labels. Yeah, I'm getting there too. It takes some time though. Why did you add the third warp nacelle to the Foley class? It breaks the pairs rule. Because the pairs rule is stupid as hell. I've always been a fan of the Federation class from the Franz Joseph Technical Manual. As a kid, that was just the one I loved. And there's ways to reconcile the pairs rule with the third nacelle. There's lots of ways. We've talked about it. We've done an episode about the pairs rule and Gene Roddenberry's stupid rules. There's 4 of them for ship design with Andrew Probert, who's a big fan of the pairs rule. And we talk about all that kind of stuff in that. So if you guys want to check that out, check it out. But I love 3 nacelled ships. It's just the way it is. TOS seems so hard. No labels or on anything. Well, yeah. But there's a reason for that. So if an enemy force takes over your vessel, they don't have any way to operate it without knowing the stuff. So, yeah. When do pre-orders for the Foley class start? I'm not sure. They were just pouring the rubber. He said probably in a week or 2 to get the molds ready. So soon. Once it's available, I'll let you guys know. Don't worry. Rum Truffler, £5 donation. Hello, Captain. I missed the show. My question is Armada 1 or Armada 2? Armada 2 all the way. Duke FVS, $10 super chat. Thank you, Duke. Captain, nice to know I'm not the only Gen X TOS loving model building FASA raised dude around. Here's $5 for a bottle of paint. You and the commander are awesome. Thank you. Here's $5, but you sent me 10. No, that's awesome. Thank you. Do you ever think they will make her Armada 3? Didn't they make an Armada 3? No, that was Starfleet Command Volume 3. I don't know. I want those games to come back. I want to be able to play them on my frickin' computer. I've still got, like, Starfleet Command Volume 2 was by far my favorite Star Trek game of all time. Because it's basically Starfleet battles, which I love playing with my brother, but on the computer. And it was fantastic. I had the mods for it. I had the TOS mod, the multi-era mod, the Starfleet Battles mod that brought all the Starfleet battleships into it. It was so fun, but I can't play it on this damn computer. And yes, I have all those games like Bridge Commander, Armada 1, Armada 2, whole bunch of old games over there that just new systems, which you think would be able to play something older and more primitive, can't play for some reason, even though they're way more advanced. That's something that really grinds my gears. I'm just telling you. Have you played Birth of the Federation? I have it. I put it in and got bored within like a minute. So not really, no. I still have Star Trek Starfleet Command 3 and 2. Yeah, 3 wasn't as good as 2. 2 and the Orion Pirates one were the best ones. And those are just fantastic. I love them. They made an Armada 3. Yeah, I thought they did. Oh, Birth of the Federation. There was supposed to be a second one, but Peter Quinn. Hello, Peter. He says, evening, Stuart. He's from the UK, Peter. There is an Armada 3 mod for Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. That's what it is. Yes. I actually have that installed. Samuel will walk me through the installation of that. I haven't had much chance to play it. I don't like the controls. The Sins of the Solar Empire controls compared to Armada. Nah. It's too much for this old guy to get his head around. Oh my god. Yeah, it's one of those days. I'm kind of winding down, guys. I'm sorry. I usually am more upbeat than this, especially only after an hour. We've been talking for an hour. So I apologize for not being energetic, but will you do a Fleet Yards on the Expanse? We've been asked this many times, and the answer is yes, at some point. What do you think of Elite Force? I love that game. Elite Force is awesome. Elite Force 2 is even better. Those are really fun games. They need to remake some Star Trek games, either re-release them with updated graphics or just make new damn games. Again, CBS, get the stick out of your ass and allow people to make stuff that people will actually enjoy and buy. You're sitting on a gold mine of ideas that you are just kiboshing for some reason and not putting anything good out. I have a real issue with CBS, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. If you're winding down, you need some Canadian whiskey. Well, there you go. I play Armada on my Windows 10 laptop. Love the Millennium mod for it. Oh yeah, I have it on my laptop. That's right. There's the mod that... Yeah, I do have it. I haven't played it on my laptop in a long time, though, because I got this new one. I haven't installed it on here. You should do Fleet Yards on the Stargate network. We probably will. We want to do a few Fleet Yards specials. We want to do a month of like TARDIS videos because there's so many different versions of the TARDIS. We want to cover each one, and so we kind of have that planned. We have a Viper month planned at some point. Again, if we had the income from Patreon and stuff and actually could dedicate the time to finish these things, these are some of the ideas I was talking about earlier. So a different Viper looked at every month or every week. Same with other franchises. You know, there's so much stuff. We've already done all the Enterprises, all the different versions of the Enterprise on Trekyards. We've got a lot of great ideas and a lot of great pilot stuff filmed and or conceived that we haven't been able to take care of just because the ad revenue is shit lately. And that's why we need help on Patreon. If you can head over to Patreon/Trekyards or click the link in the description below, or in the description of any of our videos, and just give us $1 a month, $5 a month on Patreon, that would make such a huge difference. And we'd be able to generate more content like that. So yes, I hate saying that. I hate asking for money, but speaking of asking for money, I haven't seen any super chats coming in. Ding! Tyler Miller, $10 super chat. Great timing. I don't know if that was... Yeah. Do you think carrier dreadnoughts and other type class ships could be in canon Star Trek? Yes. We've talked about that as well many times on Trekyards. Carriers and fighters and just... the modern military just put into space, essentially, would work fine. And that's basically what the original Star Trek was to some degree, because Matt Jeffries and Gene Roddenberry were both in the military. They used that background to create Star Trek. Matt Jeffries used that to do the designs of the ships and things, and Gene Roddenberry used that to have the structure of Starfleet in place. Even though it wasn't a military organization, it's an exploratory one, still, that's the heart and soul of it. So Yeah. You mind a crazy idea? Not at all, Gabriel. Just hope I don't miss it with all the other comments here. Are the mods for Birth of the Federation that really... There are mods that really enhance the game with new ship designs. Good to know. Good to know. Spoken like a true Starfleet Battles player. Did I miss something? Gotta go, mate. Speak to you later. See you later, Derek. Captain, you are a super chat pimp. Oh, that's not nice. I just love talking to you guys. I love answering your questions. I love hanging out with you guys and just being interactive. Because if you haven't joined the Facebook Trekyards group, go do so, because there's a lot of great conversations on there. The admins do a fantastic job too of keeping the trolls to a minimum, hopefully. So yeah, we just love the community. We love being able to interact with you guys. So caught you while on my lunch. Hey, it's Mark Lawrence. Hey, Mark Lawrence. How's it going? Mark Lawrence is a great supporter of the channel. So glad to see him here. Gabriel Ferris, crazy idea. Once a month, have a guest fan on your stream. Let me guess, you'd be the first one, right? No, that's a good idea. Again, we've considered that as well. And we do have fans join us for, like, you know, Fleet Yards Originals or Trekyards Originals, where they talk about their own ship designs. I mean, but yeah, that'd be a good idea. Send gold press latinum. Yes, Jay, please. Please. I should put on Ferengi ears for my next super chat. I don't have any. Oh, I want to show you guys this too. This is the Larson class. Some of you might recognize it. This was sent to me by he's gonna kill me. Oh, Bill McRae Jr. He built this for me and sent it my way. So I love the crossed mirror universe look. But yeah, the Larson class, great ship, one of my favorite designs. Fat Produce sent another $2 super chat. Thank you. Just joined as a Patreon on Patreon. That's the best place to be a Patreon, is on Patreon. Yeah, we need to revamp our Patreon and get some special guests or special tier packages for that. But anyway, so what do you guys think of the Larson class? If you haven't seen it before, it's one of the cooler designs. I know it's a single engine. It's pairs rule. These were all designed before the pairs rule came into existence, and the only reason the pairs rule exists is because Gene Roddenberry and Franz Joseph had a falling out, so he wanted to discredit everything Franz Joseph did. So when Star Trek The Motion Picture rolled around, he said, oh, there's a pairs rule, by the way. The warp nacelles need to work in pairs. So that totally negated everything that Franz Joseph did in the technical manual with the single nacelle Saladin class destroyer, the Federation class 3 nacelle dreadnought. So that's that. It was just a petty thing on Gene Roddenberry's part, which is sad to say, but that's where the pairs rule came from, just to discredit somebody else's work. But yeah, it's a crude model, but it's, you know, I love this design. I think it's cool. Starship Resurrected. There's another channel you guys need to go check out. They look at FASA designs and things. I think they've done one on the Larson class, and he does fantastic work. If you haven't seen his videos, Starship Resurrected, I think is what it's called. Definitely worth checking out. I still have a little metal Larson I built. Oh, that's cool. Gene Roddenberry also wanted the motion picture uniforms. I know. Captain, Deanna Troi, talk to me. Hate Deanna Troi. Can't really stand her character at all. That's a whole discussion in and of itself. How about the sickness cell ships that split into 3? So you're talking the Prometheus? That's like Samuel's favorite ship design. I'm not a huge fan, personally. Could you and the commander do a review dressed as Packlids? You are smart. You will make us go. You are rich. You will make us go. No. Did I saw Enterprise D with 3 nacelles? Yes, you did see us Enterprise D with 3 nacelles. Breaks the pairs rule in canon. I know. Ha. So yeah, there's no problem with a 3 nacelle ship. Yeah, Resurrected Starships is a lovely bloke. Yes, Resurrected Starships. Thank you. Deanna Troy, I can't read her. I don't know if that's a joke. Was that inspired? That's what inspired me to be a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist. Okay. The motion picture uniforms were wrong. Watched motion picture the same year as started watching TOS as a kid. Now that was a reimagining. Surprise. Even beats Discovery. It's not a reimagining. Oh my god, I hate that I hate that. Oh. I hate that line of thought. The motion picture, yes, technically was a reimagining, a reinvention because they had more money. But the way they sold it was that it was the next iteration of the design concepts, the refit era, the refitted designs. It's not a reimagining. That bothers me so much. Not saying you're wrong, but you're wrong, though. Captain, you disappoint me. Salacious Rum. Why do I disappoint you, Salacious Rum? I need to know. I've always wondered about the correlation between the registry number. Pre-Excelsior ships could have numbers below 2,000. Okay, the registry number thing, they're not based on how many ships were built. They were supposed to be Naval Construction Contract, 17th design, so 17th ship design at the Constitution class, 01. The Constellation, or the Constitution was 00. But then we know that the, other ships like the Constellation was 1017. That's just because they rejiggered the numbers on the model kit. But it could be that the registry numbers, a lot of them link to historical. They have some historical significance. That's why there's ships that break the mold as far as that goes, like the Constellation and Doomsday Machine being 1071 or 1017 instead of a 1700 series. We could do a whole episode on the registry number thing. That causes so many problems with people. Even the Saladin class single nacelled ships that have like NCC 500, just the three. It doesn't mean it's the 500th ship built. It just means it's a different construction contract and it's a scout class, so it's ranked differently. There's a whole bunch of reasons. That is a whole discussion in and of itself, which we will do someday because that's one of the things that's always bugged me. Captain, how did you meet Samuel? Well, I started my YouTube channel and I was doing model builds and movie reviews and things like that, and he always was looking for something to watch while he's editing videos, so he picked my Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan movie review, and he learned a lot of little facts, because I know a lot of little facts that I've collected over the years of being a Star Trek fan. So he learned a lot, and he contacted me because in one of my captain's logs I had said that it was my birthday coming up. So for my birthday he made me a 15-second long intro for my channel with this ship, the Constitution class, cruises in. Yeah, it cruises in, and then, no, it starts out with the name Captain Foley comes across the screen, and a little Galileo shuttlecraft goes through the O, and then all of a sudden this thing comes in like this, and then warps out, and it says Captain Foley. So he created that for me, and then we started talking, and he created a few other intros for my channel, and then we both decided we both love starships. We wanted to do a show that talked about starships, starship design, and Trekyards was born. That's how it happened. I must have missed why I was disappointing somebody, but that's okay. Personally, I think the makers' international mess up registry numbers to troll the fans. or intentionally mess up the numbers to troll the fans. I don't think so. It all started back in TOS before they knew that this show would be syndicated, before they knew it would be rerun and analyzed 50 years later by nerds like me and just picked apart. They didn't know. They made mistakes. TOS started it all. Yeah. Michael Okuda has done a good job trying to fix the registry issue. Samuel, I know it's a little choppy on my end too. I don't know if the frame rate's wrong or whatever. Samuel just messaged me saying the video's a little choppy. I apologize for that. Like I said, it's a new camera. I didn't have much of a chance to set it up before the live, so I apologize. Okay. Really meant the Klingons for the motion picture reimagining. Well, yeah. Yeah, they are reimagined, but they explained it right away. FASA explained it, saying that the smooth-headed Klingons were Klingons that were patrolling the Federation border, and they were surgically altered to look human so they could infiltrate Federation space. There were also Klingons that looked Romulan along the Romulan border. That's just the way it is. It was all explained right away, and it can all be explained. That's the problem. Even Discovery, with a lot of imagination and time and patience, can be explained. The changes. Most of them. Yes. The look of the USS Discovery ship is starting to grow on me after watching the whole of Season 1. I hope Season 2 is better when it comes to cannon. Yes. And cannon only has one end, guys. Cannon with two ends is a weapon. Cannon with one end is cannon, which can be used as a weapon, I guess, against other people. But anyway, guys, we're coming up on an hour and a half here. I was originally planning to go for 2 hours, but if my video is really choppy and bothering people, I will wrap it up soon. Load the cannon. Thank you, Leon. So what do you guys think? Is the video too choppy? Is it too annoying? Is it too distracting? Should I wrap this up? Should I continue? If I'm continuing, it's only for another half an hour or so, then I gotta go. Otherwise, I can wrap it up now. I mean, I'm kind of running out of steam. I haven't had much to eat today, and my coffee was early this morning. I got up earlier, so what we can do, if you want, is for the last half hour, I'd really like some more super chats. I know I'm not begging for money, but like I said, if we want to continue this channel, creating new content and stuff, we need some help. And if you can go over to Patreon and help that way, that's much appreciated. But right now, in the super chat, some quick rapid fire super chat questions that I could address would be really fun. I would really like to do that. And yeah, we're not gonna have a giveaway today, but the next super chat we do, which will probably be on the weekend, possibly on Sunday, we will have a giveaway of some kind. Jamal Tyler, who is here, I saw him comment earlier. He won one of our sample shirts. This is a sweatshirt, XXL Trekyards shirt. He won that. Well, not this one. He won one of the other ones with that. And it's already on its way to him. So let's get some super chat questions. Is super chat as good as Patreon? Super chat is as good as Patreon because it's instant. Once you donate, it goes into our Google AdSense revenue for the end of the month. Patreon is a monthly thing. So if you contribute via Patreon, you say you want to give $5 a month. At the end of the month, it comes off your credit card, and then we get that at the end of the month as well. But it's all in one lump sum. And you can change your amounts, of course. But like we've said, even $1, $2 a month, you're not going to notice that off your credit card, but it makes a huge difference to the people on this end of the screen that are working hard to make content for you guys. And this is all free content. It's all enjoyed for free. Anybody can watch it. So anything you can do to help us continue to do that and create new stuff is much appreciated. So, Trekyards, how do you say or spell Commander Cocking's name? He always says it way too fast on every video. Yeah, I've heard that complaint before. It's Commander Cockings. and it's COCKINGS. I know. I've told him to slow down. He needs to slow down sometimes with his speech, but it's just the way it is. And to be honest, super chats are almost more important than Patreon, because super chats we get to talk to you directly in the moment. Like Ian Smith just donated $1.99 via super chat, and there's this question: what new design class would you like to see in Discovery? I would like to see a Saladin class. I'd like to see a single nacelled scout ship or destroyer. That'd be cool. A single nacelled ship would be nice. Even a 3 nacelled ship. But are they going to do that? Probably not. We have got the 4 nacelled ships like the Nimitz class that we have seen in Discovery. But yeah, I'd like to see something like the Saladin. So great question. See, that's why super chats are so cool and so much better than Patreon almost, because $1.99, I get to see his question because it doesn't fly by like with all the other ones, because they get lost in a sea of all these comments and questions. And he has an answer, and we get to interact, and it's fun. I love doing this. I love interacting with you guys. David Bessig, $5 super chat. No comment though, no question. So thank you, David. That's much appreciated. Things like that are very much what we want to see. 1111 or 1111 sent a £1 donation. Thank you, no question. Gabriel Ferris, a $2 super chat. Thank you. How did you convince to get your ship built? Not understanding the question. Who did I convince? Nobody. They came. I went to. Well, it's kind of a little bit of both. Worked with somebody I know to say I want to make a model kit, and that's how it came to be. If you're talking about the design for the Foley, I just started working on it, drew it up. A guy I knew on Facebook kind of finalized the design and made it professional looking, and then I gave it to one of our model builders, Barry Chapman, over on Trekyards, and he built it in 3D, and then that 3D file was sent to the model producer who's going to be making the model kit. So a lot of people were involved with that. I don't know if that's quite what you meant by your question. I apologize. How did you convince to get your ship built? Yeah, sorry, I don't know. Captain don't need to convince. Oh, David Bessig, $5 super chat. I forgot my question. Sorry, David. So I forgot my question. So here's 10 now, I guess. So now 2 $5 donations, $10. Thank you, David. How do you feel about Doug Drexler's Bonaventure class? I think I know which one you're talking about, but I need to look it up. Hold on a second. If it's the one I think it is, it's all right. Oh yeah, okay. It's an interesting design. I think it fits the TOS aesthetic. The sensor dish up front, embedded in the, basically like a TOS version of the NX-01. I think it's great, actually. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but I mean, I've seen uglier starships for sure. But yeah, Doug Drexler is a great guy. I can't bash any of his work, but it is basically the NX-01 just TOSified, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So. Notice how Captain Foley has some Star Wars merch stashed in there. I've got Star Wars, I've got Transformers, I've got G.I. Joe, I've got a ton of other stuff. You can ask Samuel, he's been here. I've got a lot of stuff. Let's see, Trekyards. Have you ever seen Spencer's Enterprise A? Yes, we've talked about this in our last stream as well. Mystic Spenny has come to us. He wanted to do his ship for Trekyards. We started working with him, and he was a member of the Trekyards community. He basically went off on me. He went off on a bunch of people. Really rude, insulting stuff, like really stuff that shouldn't be said to anybody. And so he got banned from the channel. And then afterwards, he sent us an email saying, "You must never use or show my most beautiful and excellent design on your show, or I will sue you," which he can't do because it's in the public domain, but whatever. So we will never show his ship. We will never talk about his ship. And when anybody asks us about his ship, we just tell them the story that he was the most rude, ignorant person we've ever met, and we have no desire to work with them. So that's the end of that. Yes, I'm also a He-Man fan. Thank you for asking. Which series would you reboot or like to see rebooted? I'd like to see Buck Rogers redone. I think a new Buck Rogers show would be neat. Because God knows they can't do Knight Rider. They tried Knight Rider and they screwed that up. I was going to say a bad word, but I'd like to see Buck Rogers reimagined. I think that'd be cool. Casey Stewart sent a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Casey. Would like to see a Foley class on Discovery. Well, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like to see a Foley class on screen at all, anywhere. Would be awesome. Yes, I'm a Knight Rider fan. Number One Special sent a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Will you do a review on the Saladin class? We've got an episode of the Saladin class filmed. I have had fun scripting it, researching it, filming it. I'm just waiting for Samuel to edit it. Many people have been asking for it. It is filmed. It will be out soon. Samuel needs to edit that together. I'm not putting any pressure on you, Samuel, but I keep asking you about it. Just saying. So everybody get on Samuel's case about the Saladin episode. It'll be a popular one for sure, and it'll get us lots of views, but I'm just saying. There may be a decent Knight Rider reboot in the next couple of years. Could be Vaporware, though. Knight Rider Heroes. Fall Guy. I love Fall Guy. Absolutely. I used to have the Fall Guy truck. I had a little truck as a kid. Anyway. 1111, I believe that they are doing a new reboot of Knight Rider. Well, hopefully they get it right. I'm looking forward to the Magnum PI one. I love original Magnum PI. I'm kind of concerned about the new one, but the trailer looks exciting. It's a reimagining. It's fine. I hope they don't screw it up. But yes. Saladin, Saladin, Saladin. See, people are chanting now. I was a fan of the A-Team as well. Not as big a fan, but yes, watch the A-Team. Do you guys use Hangouts for recording your videos with guests? No, we use Skype. We use Skype for pretty much everything. So come on, more super chats. Anybody want a super chat question answered? Come on. Give me a question. No, don't give me the money. I mean, the money's fine, but that'll get your question seen. But give me the question. I love the questions. And there's so many. Ugh. Over here, let's see. Did you do an episode on the Lochnar class from FASA? Lochnar. I think we've done a mission briefing on it. Let me see. Lochnar. We might not have. I don't think so. We've mentioned the Lochnar quite a few times, even in relation to the Franklin from Beyond. But no, we haven't done an episode on it. It is mentioned in our top 10 favorite FASA designs, though. So, yeah. But that's one that we should do. I mean, even just a mission briefing on it would be cool. So there you go. All right, so $4.99 super chat here from Luke9511. Greetings from Nashville, Tennessee, the USS Saratoga captain. I hope you're having an awesome day and week. Thank you. I'm having an okay day and a really crappy week. I've been really depressed and really not wanting to do anything, not motivated. feeling very isolated and lonely. But thank you for asking. Hopefully it'll get better. But thank you. Sorry, I don't want to depress anybody. Wayback Tech sent a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Wayback Tech. Thank you for the content. Which season 2 trailer do you think was better, Orville or Discovery? And anything in Orville you'd like to see this season? I can't say which one is better. I mean, Orville did feel more Star Trek. It felt more TNG, especially with the clips they used of the first contact and, welcome to the whatever they call it. I can't even. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, welcome to the club, basically. I would say Orville was maybe better. What do I want to see in Orville this year? More of the same. Because really, last season was spot on. And as we know, with shows like Star Trek even, the show doesn't hit its stride till like season 3 sometimes. And you watch, then once the show's done, after 7 seasons, you look back on season 1 and go, ugh. I don't know if we'll do that for Orville, because Orville's been pretty much spot on right from the beginning. If it does go 7 seasons, though, who knows? Because the last couple seasons, they could change the looks of a few things. And then when you watch season 1 back, you'd be like, eh. But no, I just want to see more of the same. Some great storytelling, great character development. Just great writing. It's honestly been amazing. So Orville, I'm really excited for. Planetary Union. Thank you very much, Random. Just remember, when you feel down, we love our captain. Thank you. That means a lot, guys. I know that. But like I said in my one Facebook post yesterday, I don't always want to talk to people. So if I ignore a message or whatever, I will get back to you at some point. But there's times I don't want to talk on the phone. I don't want to interact with people. So all these people say, I'm here for you. If you ever need anybody to talk to, call me. I don't like talking to people when I'm depressed. It's just not something I do. I don't like talking on the phone. This is what I like doing. Talking to you guys without talking to you guys. Being in front of a camera where hundreds of people can see me, but I can't see hundreds of people because I get very shy. I hate public speaking. This is very cathartic for me, very therapeutic. That's why I make captain's logs. That's why I record captain's logs when I'm feeling down, because it always picks me back up, makes me feel better. So interacting with you guys is great. And what really cheers me up and makes me super, super, super happy and would really pull me out of my funk is super chats. Super chats would really help. Try not to feel lonely or depressed. Look how many people like and appreciate you. Thank you. But there's just as many people that hate us and bash us and call us idiots. And Salacious Rum. See, this is the guy I disappointed, and I missed why I disappointed him. But he just sent me a 10-pound super chat. That really cheered me up. Thank you, Salacious Rum. The reason I am disappointed in you, here we go, is because Deanna Troi is so damn salacious. I bet you would like her if she and Tilly were a lesbian couple. Come on, admitted Captain. No, first of all, I can't stand Marina Sirtis. I can't stand the actress. So right away, that's a strike against her. In a few episodes, she wasn't too bad. I tolerate Troi. They made her appealing because they knew she wasn't appealing. You know what I mean? She didn't have that likable spirit, so they put her in low-cut tops. So that's why people tolerated her and liked her, in my opinion, I think. That's why I don't mind looking at her. But as a person, her character got better over time. But I gotta say no, I'm sorry. I'll continue to disappoint you on that one. But Tilly and her in a lesbian thing? I don't know. Tilly. I love Tilly. Maybe you just never noticed because of her costume was so tight. Super Chat hits us up in the morning. You have a world of fans. I hate public speaking as well. I think everyone hates public speaking. You get used to it. Like at Denver Comic Con, me and Samuel did panels up on stage in front of people, and I was not nervous at all in Denver. When I go to London Comic Con here, in front of a room of like 20 people, sometimes I'm super nervous. The build up to it is just so, I don't want to do it. Like for a month, I'm just dreading it. Then it comes to the day of, and I'm in it, and it's like, all right, this is fun, this is cool, we're doing this. We do a live, Samuel Skypes in, we chat with the people, and then when it's over, it's like, it's over already. I want to do more. I'm perfectly fine. I can't wait for the next one now. It's one of those. I'm sorry my video's choppy. I got to figure out the new camera frame rates and stuff. I feel bad. I feel bad about a lot of things. 7 of 9 is the hottest woman in the Star Trek universe. Totally disagree with you. She looks great in her suit, but she's not the hottest. I'm sorry. Everyone knows you live in London. Now knows. Well, they always did, I think. London, Ontario, Canada. I live here. Come visit me. I've met a lot of people from the area, and we hang out on a regular basis. They become friends of mine. So if you're in the area, stop by. Yes, let's make the ship's therapist a major member of command crew. I get it. Gabriel Ferris, I get in on that myself. Oh, random game user wants to get in on that. Ooh, well. So random, you need to send me a message. What kind of shirt do you want? Did you want the pinup shirt? Let me know, and what size and all that. Killy is the hottest. I'm gonna agree with that. Something about Tilly. I mean, it could be she reminds me a lot of Sylvia. Like I said, when I met Sylvia, she had the shoulder length, curly red hair. She's, not supermodel proportions. She's a little bit bigger, and that's fine. I love that. And she's super smart, super awkward in certain situations. Maybe that's why I love Tilly so much. But oh my God, like I told you, curly red hair is like kryptonite to me. So I love redheads too. I would love if you join. Probably can't squeeze into a medium. Probably not, but I can get double XL if that's the problem. I don't know. I don't want to be sexist or rude or anything, but let me know your size, and we'll take care of that for sure. Tilly's first name is Sylvia, so I can see the connection there. Yeah, well, it's spelt differently, that's for sure. Sylvia, my Sylvia is spelled Silvija, because she's Croatian, so there's a J there. Her middle name is Maria, with a J as well. Sylvia Maria. So, yeah. Are there shirts in medium? I've got 2 shirts here in medium of the pinup Trekyards logo. What the hell just happened to my computer? So if you're interested, 2 medium shirts, contact me. We'll see about, you can send me some coin for shipping and stuff, and maybe we'll get those sent off to you guys. Like I said, these are going to be the next shirts we do. Again, we do have our shirts, limited edition Trekyards shirt run. Here's the link again, so you guys can pick up a Trekyards shirt. We've got 3 days left on that, so pick it up. Go now. Chive Bacon sent a $10 super chat. Hey, Captain, can we get a Trekyards review of the Saladin class? Full episode has been written, scripted, filmed, videoed, recorded. It just needs to be edited by Samuel, and pictures and video put in, and it'll be coming out soon. It's in the can, as they say. It just needs to be finalized. So yes. Luke 9511, a $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Tilia and Laura Tessani from Mass Effect would be an awesome couple. If you say so. I don't know who that is. It's funny, I have makeup to keep my hair straight. I have Klingon hair, back when Klingons had hair. Very kinky and long. Well, if you have to make it straight, that means it's curly, so don't change it. Keep it curly. If you want to send pictures of your hair in its natural state, I'd be fine with that. Just saying. Samuel, Saladin class sometime this year, LOL. Yeah, don't give Samuel too much of a hard time. He's got some issues with the edit and the model that we need to use for the flybys and stuff, so it's not all his fault. He is very busy, and I give him a hard time because when I do these ones, I really know that they'll do well. Like the Saladin's going to be a popular episode. Saucer Separation was going to be a popular episode too, and it's one of our most popular ones. But I remember he was kind of hesitant at first about it, but we got it out there, and it's performed way awesome. So, yeah. Saladin will be coming soon. Salacious Rum, Croatian flavor. You got it, man. Joseph Bryant, Klingons still have hair. It was shown in Into Darkness and Discovery comic. Yeah, but it's not shown on screen, so I'll post on Twitter. That's perfect. Thank you, Random. That was kind of creepy. Just send me a picture. No. Do you have Klingon outfits like the Duras sisters? I don't know who you're talking to, but I certainly don't. See, I was a big fan of Kirstie Alley. She was hot as a Vulcan in Wrath of Khan. Yeah, Kirstie Alley was very hot. Where in England is Samuel from? From the place where it's rainy and misty. I'm not going to say where he's from because I don't know if he wants to know you to know where he's from. LOL, $50 in Super Chat, and I'll work on it Monday to Tuesday next week. There you go. That's from Samuel himself. He's watching this feed. If somebody donates $50 in Super Chat, he'll work on it Monday to Tuesday and have it done for release soon. That's bribe. That's awful. That's not how things are done. But there you go. That's what he says. So often I find Samuel to be smug and a poor listener. He likes to speak over you. It puts me off your shows. No, I talk over him sometimes too. I'm sorry you feel that way. I mean, sometimes he pisses me off a little bit when we're talking, and he just ignores the points I make. But it's what it is. It's what makes the team dynamic, if you know what I mean. I better go take the dog out. If you end by the time I get back, have a good night, and I'll get that food into you. LOL. Okay. Salacious Rum, Samuel, where in Old Blighty are you from, dude? 1111 said I'm in Manchester, and he's not far from me. So there you go. Random Game User 42, I will make you a deal. I will get you that low-cut dress that Duras wears if you take a pic for us. No. See, this is going off the rails. We can't do stuff like that. Come on, guys. Oh, there's Samuel saying he's from Bedford, UK. Trekyards. That's capitalism, LOL. Okay, Pug, I know. You probably have to go outside, too, don't you? It's been a long time. It's been a long road getting from the... This is Precious. She's my pug. She's... Hello to all the people, Precious. She's like, I don't like the people. The people take theaters away from me. You don't like the people because I ignore you when I talk to the peoples. You look like Andy Murray, damn it. Who the hell's Andy Murray? I could wear it on stream. Yes, please do. Samuel, are you going to Destination Star Trek in Birmingham? Yes, it is a Targ. This is my pet Targ. I had her dehorned, though. I took the horns off. Oh, and here's the other one. They need to go outside because they're both whining. This is Dot. She's a Chihuahua. And then now the pug is jealous. I'm going to wrap this live stream up. Anyway, guys, I got to let the dogs out. And it's been almost 2 hours. We got a bunch of super chat donations. So thank you to everyone involved. Please come back and watch again. We're going to have interesting stuff to talk about every time. This was about the Playmates TOS Enterprise, which kind of went off the rails. But super chats do that because we address the super chat comments and questions. And that's just the thing. But this is a fantastic toy, if you know what I'm saying. I should do a captain's log on this, talking about my favorite things about it. I think that's a great idea. But anyway, I'm going to go let the dogs out. I'm done for today. It's been 2 hours. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I look forward to speaking with you again. Probably on Sunday. Samuel and myself will be doing a live super chat. The dog is looking at me. I don't want her to pee in the house. So I'm calling it. I'm getting out. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.